Hi guys, Liz here. Would you believe, Isabel, aka. I forgot to say that. Oh God. Okay. Would you believe I've just spent the last 45 minutes doing Coffee with Isa? 45 minutes I spent yakking away, enjoying myself, laughing, as you do. And then I went, until next time, I'll see you tomorrow, blah, 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 blah. And then I went to click stop, and then I realised I never clicked record in the first place. So I've been talking to myself for quite a period of time. We covered quite a few topics, actually, and believe me, you wish you were here. But I covered everything from my cats to work and then back again. But I'm going to give you a brief synopsis of that conversation, because I feel that you shouldn't miss out on the last 45 minutes that I never recorded. Okay, first of all, I was talking about my cats. I have two ragdoll cats, Bondi and Tippy. Bondi after Bondi Beach, Tippy after Tippy Hedron. And they're fluffy big mothers, to say the least. And what I was saying in my last recording that never recorded was actually they're quite attention-seeking kind of cats. They're not the kind of cat that you own and then you go out for the day and go away for 2 days and someone just comes and feeds them. They need human contact all the time. They're very much like a dog. So, you can't leave a dog for long. Cats normally go off and do their own thing. I mean, they don't really like you unless they want food. But these two are not like that. And I think it's the nature of the breed. They like to be around you. And I was telling you about the fact that I had no sleep this week at all. Because Bondi, the male, who's like nearly 9 kilos, he's a big boy. Let me tell you, a big boy. He's demanding. He is demanding. He's like your puppy that always wants to play fetch. So Bondi, wherever you are, will run up to you, meow, and then you'll see at your feet a ball of paper. He's got lots of balls of paper all over the apartment because he likes to play fetch. So whether you want it or not, you have to play fetch with him. So you have to pick up that ball of paper and throw it, and then he will run, pick it up with his mouth and come back and drop it at your feet, and then you have to throw it again. And after about 20 attempts of throwing and playing catch, you just want to sit down, don't you? No, he doesn't let you sit down, because then he will meow, meow. And then if you don't get up and show him some more attention, he has these bad habits. One of the bad habits is, I've got a flat screen TV, 42-inch flat screen TV. Yes, I know it's big. I've had it a few years, and I take pride in my 42-inch flat screen TV that I barely watch. I don't really watch a lot of telly anymore, but I do. Every night I watch Hollyoaks. If you're English, then you know what Hollyoaks is. 7 o'clock, I watch that. And I used to watch Home and Away and Neighbours all the time, very Australian shows, but I kind of watch it more intermittently now. So anyhow, if he really wants to get your attention, he will actually stand up on his hind legs. He'll get up behind the television and he will stand up on his hind legs and he will rock the TV. Yep, he rocks the TV because he knows that gets me out of my seat faster than you can say peanut. Honestly, I'm like, whoa. So he was doing that for ages. So I thought, right, I can't handle this, because it gives me heart failure with the thought that this big 42-inch is going to go flying forward, smash. And yeah, I would be absolutely upset if the TV smashed, but I'd be more upset if my cat smashed with the TV. I don't want anything to happen to him. I don't want him electrocuted or cut or anything. So I went and got a TV stand, and it's now screwed in. But does that stop him? No, it doesn't stop him, because he still goes to the TV and he still tries to rock it. And I just sit there laughing at him, because I'm like, I'm not moving. So I thought, okay, this is good. this stop. Oh no, he's discovered a new thing, which is really, really heart failure type thing. I have a large monitor on my computer. It's 23 inches, and yeah, I was obviously blind. I got 23 inches when I reinvested in computers about 2 years ago, because you know, when you're doing SL and stuff, and I do music as well, so you need the doors to show bigger rather than on this tiny little laptop screen. So anyhow, this monitor. So now he's discovered that I will run faster than the speed of light if he gets up and does it to my monitor. Now the monitor is a lot more fragile than the television, and so this is what he's been doing lately. So at 10:30 at night, my cats like to go to bed. It's they have their routine. Now they expect me to go to bed at the same time. Now, if I'm not getting up and going to bed at that particular time when they're both going meow, oh, he's a little shit. He then gets up and starts rocking my monitor to get my attention, and I cave in, because I'm like, my heart goes into my mouth, and so I cave in, switch off all the lights. And actually it's very good that he does that, because he gives me a bedtime routine. And it's funny, it's the same thing every night. He does that, and I'm like, yeah, right, I'm coming. It's a bit like the irate husband going, when are you coming to bed? Instead I've got the cat. Oh God, okay, I'm going to be one of those cat ladies, aren't I? Jesus Christ, it's a bit of a worry. But anyhow, yeah, so 10:30 comes and I will go, okay, I'm coming. And they'll both look at me, and then I'll switch off the lights, and honestly, before I've even walked out of my living room, they're both straight to the bathroom door, because that's where I go first. They know my routine, so they're straight in their bathroom, and then I walk in there, go to the toilet like you do before you go to bed. You know, we all go to the toilet, and their moment is then one climbs on the cat box. I have this amazing cat box, you know, so one climbs on that, which is I believe a cat's toilet needs to be in the toilet, you know. So one climbs on the cat box and sits there, and Bondi climbs in the bath next to the toilet and sits there. And they watch me, and it's kind of like really disconcerting actually, because I'm like, oh, I can't go now. I can't go. And every night I go through the same routine of like, oh, this is really, I can't go. It's awful. I'm paranoid in front of the cats. But then the routine is I flush the loo, put the lid down, they both jump on the toilet lid, and then they sit there. And then I brush my teeth, wash my face, all that kind of thing that you do. And as soon as I finish brushing my teeth and washing my face, I have to leave the tap water running, because at that stage Bondi is leaning against the sink. And so I know it's his turn now. And yes, he does. He climbs up and he sort of lunges into the sink, and then he drinks water running out of the tap. So he likes his water out of the tap, and she sometimes does it, but she tends to get in the bath and drinks from the bath tap, which never is running, but I don't know, she seems to get something out of that. And then before I've even left the bathroom, they're both sitting on my bed. So I'm coming out the bathroom, turning off the light, they're both sitting there, and I'm like, right, no pressure at all. I'll no pressure, guys. And so then I'm feeling really pressured that I need to get into bed. And so then I get changed in my nightie, you know, as you do, put my stuff to the side, that kind of thing, and I get into bed. Bondi then jumps off the bed. He gets on the floor next to my bed, and that's it, he lies down. Tippy. Now, bearing in mind, if you're in England, we've got a bit of warm weather at the moment. We've got even warmer weather coming over this weekend and into this week. And it's just been like, right. She sleeps on my feet. No, not under my covers, but I have to get under the covers, and then she will, you know how cats do their clawing thing, then she will just sort of nuzzle down, and she lies right on top of my feet. God help me if I move during the night, because she like scrambles to find my feet, and then she will bed down for the night. If I get up for any reason during the night to get water or anything, that's it. all havoc breaks loose because they don't like it. They like their routine. I'm like, Jesus Christ, I'm being controlled by the cats. So, but yeah, so I just thought I'd give you an insight into my lack of sleep in the past week or so, because I'm being controlled by cats because it's a bit lighter in the mornings. So Bondi, Tippy doesn't do it, she just stays asleep, but Bondi, he's a attention-seeking little soul. So the minute the light comes from, the sun's coming up, and that some days it's like 4, 3 o'clock in the morning, all of a sudden he's waking me and I'm like, what? And he meows, he'll sit up and meow next to the bed, and if he doesn't get my attention, I know he's doing it because I'm awake, but I'm pretending to go back to sleep because I'm not waking up for this. And what he'll do is he'll jump on the bed, he'll go to the end of the bed, the other end of the bed, and then I know, oh my God. Because he must do like a running thing. He runs and then he jumps and he lands on my chest. And believe me, when you've got a cat nearly 9 kilos landing on your chest, it's like a brick or a cement block landing on top of you, and it's like, and so that's how he wakes me up usually in the mornings. But he's been doing it normally at 5 o'clock. I don't mind 5 o'clock because that's around about the time my alarm's going to be going off. And the routine is I actually don't need my alarm because he wakes me up for 5. But this last week it's been 4 o'clock and 3 o'clock, and I'm like, no. It's really driving me insane. If I don't get up with that jump on my chest, say for example on the weekends, I try and get some more sleep and I try and fall back to sleep again. He doesn't like it because, frankly, as far as he's concerned, the day started. Now, bitch, get up. So what he does is he gets up on the bedside cabinet next to my bed, and I've got this lovely blue ceramic lamp. I love this lamp. I've always loved this lamp. I've had it for such a long time. And he then tries to rock that bad boy. And then that's it. I'm up because I'm just like, oh God, you break that, I'm going to break you. That's all you hear me saying at like 4 in the morning. Don't you do that. I think my neighbours are going to report me for something. They probably think I'm doing something strange. And all I'm doing is yelling at the cat that's looking at me going, yeah. So, but yeah, that's my life at the moment. Yeah, I think I'm going to become the cat lady because I'm being ruled by the cats. The cats are ruling me. Something's got to give. One day I've got to change that. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to change the little buggers. I know, they are lovely, and honestly, they're the best things going, apart from family, obviously. I absolutely adore them. When I was really low last year, I had a really low period. I am just getting out of it now. I don't know if you could say getting out of it, but I'm dealing with things a lot better. When I went through a really low period, they knew, and it was really strange. I would sit on the sofa and they would both come and sit next to me. Now, Bondi isn't the sort of cat that will sit next to you or on your lap at all. He's very sort of, he's his own person. He'll sit over there and he'll look at you. He'll always be in the same room with you. He'll always wonder, if you go from room to room, he will follow you and then he'll settle down in that room, but he doesn't sit on your lap. If you pick him up and hug him like a baby, he likes that, but he won't sit on you. But suddenly when I wasn't feeling so great, it was kind of surreal because he would actually come and sit on my lap. And at one stage he had his head on my breast and I was like, whoa, hey. And it was almost like human that he was. You know what? I remember looking into his eyes, and I know this is going to sound really weird, really weird, but only animal lovers will understand this. I remember looking at him one day, and he kept looking at me really, really intensely, and it was like, and I just went, I love you too. And I said it with such emotion, and he looked at me, and I swear to God, if he could have spoken, he would have said, I love you, Liz. And I was like, oh, yeah, it's funny how animals have that connection with you but they control over you as well. I mean, when you love them so much, they can wrap you around their little paws. And they do wrap me around their little paws. I would do anything for them. And I do, give them a regular comb, clip their nails, I'll even put nail polish on if they ask me, but they haven't. So, I do absolutely love them, and they're really great company and very, is it cathartic? Is that the right word? I'm not sure. But when you're feeling really stressed or whatever, they're quite relaxing to spend time with, and just even the playing with them, and then the stroking, and then the way they talk to you is actually quite it's quite lovely. Again, you have to be an animal lover to really understand this, but I really do believe that you have communication with your pets. And I would go so far as to say I'm the ragdoll whisperer. Well, I'm the Bondi ragdoll whisperer. We whisper a lot, him and I. So, oh God, I do sound like a nutcase right now, don't I? I really am not the crazy cat lady, not yet. I think I've got another 10 years to go before I become that old lady that's the crazy cat lady. I've still got some time on my hands to rectify this situation. So I think in this period of time, I really need to find myself a man, settle down. And then I won't be that crazy cat lady. I'll be just that little old lady. Her and her husband. That's what I need to be. I really don't want to be the crazy cat lady, because there's no return. Then they will find me one day when I pass away eaten by my cats. That's just not really the place I want to go. Frankly, they're fussy eaters. They prefer Sheba, strangely. Of all the pet foods that you're supposed to feed your cats when you've got pedigree cats, they would not eat any of it. And I tried. I really tried. I even tried fresh. They would not eat any of it. And what it was is, I was never keen on giving them this food, but it is what the breeder gave them, so they were born to it. And in the end, I had to give in. So they eat this stuff. But I tell you what, they love it. So, what they want, they get. No, they don't really get what they want, because I don't feed them anything other than their food. Don't believe in scraps off plates and stuff like that. I don't, because I don't want to upset their tummies or whatever. So I don't do that. Not that I really needed to tell you that, but I am, just so you're aware. And my male actually has HCM, which is a heart condition. And that was picked up when he was 9 weeks old. I picked him up from the breeder. I mean, I should have realised if I'd read my stuff. I should have realised that no breeder with their salt ever passes on a pedigree cat before it's been neutered. And before it's had all the checks and the inoculations with the vet. When I got my cats, they'd only had their first worming inoculation, and they were 7 weeks old? 9 weeks old they were. They hadn't had anything else, and so they'd only been to the vet once. I'm so grateful that when I actually did pick them up, the very day I picked them up, I actually took out pet insurance, because they were pedigree cats. I thought, well, you have to insure pedigree cats because anything could happen on the way home. And I'd actually taken out pet insurance, and I wisely took out the insurance level that actually if for any illness, you're protected for life. Because a couple of weeks later, when I took him to the vet picked up a heart murmur. And he was a bit concerned because he started asking me questions about the breeder, and he said that this is concerning why the documents that I had from the original vet didn't reflect the murmur. So he wanted me to come in again, and I went in a couple of weeks later, and they scanned him, and they did some tests, and they found that actually he had this congenital hereditary, I believe it's hereditary, it's a genetic thing, HCM, and his heart was enlarged already, and he was only a little kitten then, and they actually had said to me, the stage he was at, they don't foresee him living long. And they said that I would be very, very lucky with all the treatment that they could provide, that he would live anywhere near 2 or past 2. So, you know, I took it in my stride and I said, okay, whatever I need to do. And he, you know, they gave me this ridiculous thing. I said, so what do I do? And they were saying to me that you need to keep him separate from his sister for much of the day. Don't stress him out. He can't be stressed. Don't play all the time, and he needs to have quiet periods and that. And I just thought to myself, what? What? So that how am I going to explain this to him? Bondi, no, you can't play. And I thought that was crazy. I came home and I was really upset that day, and I said to my son, I said, I know this is what they said, but I think this is wrong. And, you know, and a few people said to me, oh no, Liz, you've got to follow what they say. And I was like, no, this is wrong. I wouldn't do this to a human being, deny them. Why would I do it to my pet? So when he wanted to play, I let him play. When he wanted to run around, I let him run around. When he wants to play fetch, I let him play fetch. I let him scrap with his sister. When they want to scrap, I let them go for it. You know, go and have your fight. Get it out of your system. And then the next minute they're hugging and licking each other, as the cats do. And he has 3 scans a year. They're very expensive. Let me tell you, absolutely ridiculously expensive. 2 of the scans cost me nearly £500 each time they're had. So one at the beginning of the year, one at the end of the year. And then midway through the year, he has a very major scan. So that takes into account blood tests, ECGs and all that other thing. You know, all sorts of tests that they do to monitor him. That costs me just over £800. So you can imagine, so we're looking at $1,500 to nearly $2,000 a year just on the scans for him. Then he's on medication. He went on medication when he was about 3 months old because I suddenly noticed he was really lethargic one day, and I was like, oh my God. Rushed him to the vet, and they put him on Fruzol and this other stuff called Forticor tablets, and he's been on them ever since. Well, he was born in 2013. It is now 2017. And I went to the vet a couple of weeks ago, and I saw another vet there, and she said to me, my God, I have never seen such a healthy cat. And I went, well, that's because he is healthy. But she said, I know, his medical records are that he's got HCM, and she was looking at the scans. And I went, yeah. And she said to me, what is it you do? Because whatever you do, it's really working. And I said, I do everything you told me not to do. I said, because the way I looked at it, I looked at him and I made a decision for him, that the decision was his, how he wanted to live his life. And if he wanted to play, he would play. I wanted him to just enjoy even a short life than have a miserable long life, just to make me happy. It wasn't about what I wanted. It's actually about, you know, he's a little entity on his own. So yeah, he's been doing whatever he wants. He's a nutty cat. He leaps around, runs up and down. And I know that one day, through mid-leap, he might have a heart attack, or it might be even worse, because they can, you know, fluid can build up, and it's not nice what happens to them. But, you know, as long as he's healthy and he's running about, he's a happy cat, and he is really happy. And I think that's really important. But I don't know why I'm telling you all this. I wasn't going to talk about my cats. In my last recording that I never recorded, I was actually talking to you about work and about bullying and stuff, but I'll save that for another coffee vlog, because that's actually quite intense what I was talking about or planned to talk about. But so I'm going to link you down. I actually have a YouTube channel. It's the lamest YouTube channel for my cats. They have their own YouTube channel. Would you believe? And I started doing it when I first had them, because I thought I wanted memories of him. And they're the lamest videos. They were just done on my mobile phone. Nothing special. But they're there for posterity until YouTube actually takes a dive and no longer exists. They will always be there. So I created this channel, and every now and then I go and watch, because it's amazing how they've grown. I haven't really done anything lately. I might actually do it after this vlog. Actually, I haven't done any updates. I haven't tagged them properly. I haven't done anything because I was just uploading them. I was recording them on my phone and popping them on there. But I might actually do a proper, like a decent video, and just show the world how they've grown, because they're just amazing. they're just big and most beautiful animals. But you will see how playful he was, because you'll see him playing fetch in his early days, and it's just, yeah. Oh yeah, you'll see him when we went to the vet one day, and oh God, he had his leftover of his anaesthetic. He was high as a kite. Absolutely high as a kite. It was quite funny, actually. So I think I spent more time laughing at the fact I was looking at his eyes, and he was just looking at me, and he was like really drugged, you know, those big pupils, and I was like, whoa man, you're really away with it. And he was just like, I swear, if cats could smile, I'm sure he was smiling. And then he'd walk, and then he'd sort of like sway. And I shouldn't laugh, but it was kind of cute. So yeah, he's actually my favourite little friend. And Tippy is as well. She's, you know, adorable in her own way, but she's a bit of a female diva. And she's you know, if I want to be bothered with you, I will. But she doesn't play. You know, you throw a bit of paper for her, and she just looks at it and goes, yeah. No. So she's lazy. But yeah, I'm just rambling them about the cats. So which leads me to the other thing, is I've actually got cats in SL. I haven't rezzed them all out. I think I only rezzed one out on Namaste Beach, and I really must, you know what, I think I'm going to just rezz them out. I have actually even got a lion, but I won't rezz him out because he takes like 30 something prims, and I got him like 4 or 5 years ago. So I tried to rezz him a while ago, and I just thought, oh, you look a bit old and newbie now. So I might actually look for a nice lion, and have him wandering around, you know, scaring people when you come to visit. But I might find all my cats and throw them out, because do you know what? They're made by Gian, and they make the most amazing little critters that you can put in SL. I've got chickens running around at the moment out the back of the house. And I just think, how cool is this? But I saw on the Lux box, I was watching Strawberry Sing's opening of the Lux box, and I was like, oh, little chinchilly creature in a cage. And I was like, why didn't I get the Lux box? I would have only wanted that out of the Lux box, because I don't need to buy clothes, because I got far too many. I was getting Lux box for a while, but I had to stop. Hang on a minute, I've got to cough. But I was getting Lux boxes for a while, but you know, I don't wear all this stuff. As you see, I blog every day, so every day I'm in something new. And then, you know, I then take it off and put something else on. So it's kind of like, well, that's a bit silly for me to be getting something that I'm buying something just that I never wear. If I had a virtual wardrobe, believe me, Jesus Christ, it would be crammed. So I'm avoiding, I'm not purchasing clothes at the moment. It's so there was no point in me getting the Lux box anymore, which was kind of a shame, because with the Lux box you would get obviously the Scarlet Creative House, which I have so many. I love Scarlet Creative, and just all those little things you get. But and I really wanted the Gian little critter in the cage that I've seen in this month's one. I'm like really gutted. And if I want it, I'm going to have to go and buy it at like nearly double the price just to get the box so I can get it. But I might have to just, oh, I don't know. I might go over to Gian later and have a look and see if there's anything similar to it, because I just fell in love when I saw the little cage and it was drinking. I was like, oh my God, who'd have thought? So yeah, but I love animals in real life and in SL. I did have my horse on my land, but every time anyone visited, this is the funniest thing, I'd log on and go, where the hell is he? And I'd find him like buried under the water or something, and I just thought, I can't keep looking for him. If there was a system that, I don't know if there is, one that you click it and you can res, like, you know, you get boat reses and that, and they res really nice horses like this horse. I would certainly get it, because I think there is one actually, isn't there? I don't know if if I don't know if it's made by the same people, but I think it's really expensive, and I really can't afford that. I just really can't afford it. Otherwise I would, because I just think it's great. I love horse riding, and I just think, wow. And having a horse wander around. So at the moment on my land, I've got these horses with this fence, but they don't really move or anything. They're just a pose. But hey, the thought was there. Anyhow, I'm going to go now that I've rambled on about animals and my cats, because now you're going to think I'm the crazy cat lady. That's why I'm going to name this video The Crazy Cat Lady. Yeah, I'm going to go now, and I'm going to go and find a real life. Failing that, I might find a third and a fourth and a fifth life. And you never know. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, bye-bye.